See, oftentimes when you come from an environment where everybody's in survival mode, everybody's trying to be the one, everybody wants to be the chief. And a lot of times, the real one, the one that God is using to break the chains, you get overlooked. Nobody would consider you. You ain't it. Nah, you helpless. You helpless. I feel sorry for you. That's how they gonna treat you. Like you don't know no better. But yet, you the one that God getting ready to use, but you don't know it yet. So when you on your spiritual journey, this path, everything is being done in silence. See, God, I'm gonna tell you something too. God will hide you. God will hide you in plain sight. That's real. Because I can't let people see that you the one. Because if they knew for sure that you was the one, they would destroy. They will sabotage. They will sabotage. So sometimes God got to move quietly, even in your environments, because the environments that you're in is predatory. See, you talking like Joseph now. Come on now. Like Joseph, talking about his dreams to his brothers and stuff like that, his siblings, and what they did. They ain't like that. So what they did, they made it seem like he was, unalive. He was attacked. So go back home. They sold him off into slavery. You see what I'm saying? They ain't like that. So this is why God be quiet around a lot of people in your environment because they sabotagers. They'll try to take you out if they knew for sure. You kind of got that aura where it look like something, but they can't really see just yet. They kind of can see something, but they can't. You see what I'm saying? So God keeps it quiet for a long time. And in that quiet time, and you growing spiritually, and you learning how to, master the gifts and, your spiritual gifts. And now you in alignment with God. Now God got you out here getting confidence and knowing your purpose now. You able to handle life now. So now you done grew up. You done got big now. You done got big. They don't see it though, because it's a spiritual thing. You have gained weight on a spiritual level. And once you do that, they can't stop you now. Because now you know how to speak against everything that they say. You know how to come against it. You know how to speak against what they try to say to you. They try to put this in your mind. Nope, that ain't my life. That's not my life. God says this for me. Nope, that's not true. Nope. You gonna have that muscle to come against them. And they ain't gonna know what to do. I'm gonna tell you that. Catch them diamonds now. Follow me. Now check me out. When you start outgrowing your environment and the people, the next thing they're going to look for is the influence. What is causing you to move the way that you move? What's causing you to break out of this environment? See, because you're breaking out. They still afraid. They still on the porch. So what they're going to do is try to speak death over the prophecy. So now they got to figure out what is influence coming from. Because they got to know. So and here's what happened. They become monitoring spirits. They monitor everything now. Where the influence coming from? Why he thinking like that? What he trying to move? What she think she going? I know she don't think she. They got to find out who influencing you. Where's this influence coming from? So once they figure out the influence, now they got to try to attack the influence. Meaning whoever's speaking into your life, giving you life, speaking you up. You see what I'm saying? They got to attack that influence. Now they got to try to discredit the influence. Come on now. And they'll say stuff like, well, how you know that person? How you know that lady? How you know that man? It's something about them. I don't think that's right. You supposed to listen to me because They try to discredit them so that you will have doubt in them. Because see, now you doing something scary. You breaking chains now. You breaking generational curses now. You getting out. See, I'm going to tell you something. People, when they scared to make a move, they don't want you to leave either. Because the truth is, people don't want to be left alone. And they know they too afraid to leave. So they need you to be afraid. Because as long as they know you're afraid, y'all can be arm in arm. And y'all can sit there together and live the same life together for many years. And this is why I say you have a generation after generation with family going down each generation where everybody's still stuck on the same thing. There ain't nothing happening. That just goes to show that there is no spiritual awakening there. There is nobody who's in line with God. That means nobody's living in purpose. Nobody knows their identity if you still living like that. That's all that means. So now they got to attack that. Because now they got to know who put things in your head. Who's selling you stuff like this? It's too dangerous out here in this world. That's what they're going to tell you. Even though your next door neighbor dangerous too. Hello. Even though the people in your house dangerous too. Hello. But they'll tell you, they'll bring that fear again. It's dangerous in that world. You don't need to be doing that. See, you're going to learn a lot. I'm trying to tell you, once you have that awakening, you'll realize all your religious elders, they go to church all the time. They don't really have the faith that you think they have in God. They so afraid of life, they don't even believe God will protect you. Come on. I'm speaking. Catch them diamonds. You'll see their faith. I'm telling you, the further you go in your spiritual journey with God and following your blueprint, you're going to see how most people in your environment don't have faith. They really don't. They don't know how to step out and walk on water. They just talk about it at church. It's just a feel-good sermon. But to actually live it, oh, you pushing it now. Now, we talk about God and we have faith in God. God provide my needs. See, they like God providing their needs in their comfort zone. But just, God, don't take me off this porch because I'm afraid. Because I don't know if the same God that provides for me in this little box, it will be the same God that provides for me in a bigger one. That's what, I'm spitting. I'm spitting. That's what you're going to find out about a lot of your religious elders, or the people, your Christian colleagues and stuff like that. Should I say? You're going to find out their faith ain't that. They don't really step out. They scared of everything. They live in fear. And that's why they rely on waiting on the Lord. Waiting on the Lord. That's why they rely on it. Because waiting on God means I don't have to do anything. Because I'm afraid of everything. And I'm too afraid to step out on that water. I'm too afraid to become a fisherman of men. I'm too afraid of that. But God, provide my needs in this little nest. As long as you provide my needs in this little nest, everything is going to be all right. Telling you why you the one over here breaking generational curses is because generation down generation, they have taught their children that, and now they're teaching their children that. Don't teach your children that. Don't teach your children to stay in that nest. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna come a time, and the time is right now. I am speaking to the chosen ones of this hour. It's time to burn the nest, because I'm trying to tell you, if you don't burn that nest, it's gonna keep you. What does that look like, burning the nest? Sometimes you got to take a hit in order to take the whole thing down. You're going to have to be uncomfortable to take it all down. You see what I'm saying? Because you so bound, you're so you're chained to it, bound by it, that you're going to have to burn it down with you in it to get out. Now, don't go burn your house physically now, for real. But I'm saying that, let me put it like this. Let's say that your finances are tied up by helping other people around you, and they don't want to put effort to do much for themselves. But in order to save yourself, you're going to have to start saying no. That's what I mean by cutting boundaries, saying no, cutting things off, doing things for yourself. You're going to have to burn the whole nest down, and it's going to probably hit you. The heat going to get to you. But you already know you're going to come out, because you already know your purpose. You already know your prophecy. And that's why it's good to know a little bit about your prophecy, so you will know where you're going. Okay, put it to you like this. When you know your prophecy, can't nobody put fear in you. Can't nobody try to manipulate you, right? So that's how I was. Because I know a little bit about my prophecy and my future, and the things that are to come in my life, can't nobody manipulate me. Can't nobody say, well, if you don't do this and then this ain't gonna happen. Oh, no, that's for you. I know what's happening for me. But if you don't get up and get out and get something, you're gonna be lost. So burning down the nest, meaning you got to cut the cord. It's time to choose you. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes you're going to be put in an uncomfortable situation. But God going to provide for you, because you know that this is part of purpose, your prophecy. You already know what your future going to be. See, a lot of times the reason why we get scared of, cutting the cord from our familiar, from, the places that we're familiar with, because we don't know what's coming next. We don't know if God is going to catch us or not. We heard about it. God said he'll provide and he'll catch us. But to actually experience it, a lot of people haven't. They haven't experienced it to do it that far. They'll do a little bit, but to step out, some people, let's go like this. Some people get so tired of their environments and their family, they move to another state. And that's a bold move. They move with nothing. You see, that's what I mean by burning down the nest. Meaning, I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm about to get up out of here. Catch them diamonds. That's what I mean by burning the nest. Because I'm about to take a hit. This heat wave gonna catch me. I don't know where I'm going. Lord, I only got this much money in my pocket. Lord, I ain't got no money. But I know that you calling me out of this nest. Listen, I'm burning it down. I'm being called out of it. That's what I mean by that. They take off and move to another state. I have a cousin that did that. I ain't been back since. I was a kid. I ain't been back since. Created a life. Gone. Woo! So that's what I mean. Because if you don't get out of that nest, it's going to keep you for the rest of your life. It's going to keep you. And they're going to try to use all these different scriptures to try to comfort you. No, the scriptures are good. It's for encouragement. But there's got to be a time of elevation, man. You can read scriptures all over you all day long. But there needs to be elevation for real. And the only way you're going to get it is through that spiritual awakening. You can't wait on your family to lead you. Come on now. Come on now. I hope this helping somebody. You can't wait on them. You may be the leader. You might show them how to get out. Because if not, they're going to wake up doing the same thing every day. Catch them diamonds. Let's move on. All right, so y'all still with me? Let's go to the next part. Catch them diamonds.